shepherd of the flock? And Shaul sent to Jesse, saying, let David, I pray you, stand before me, for he has found favor in my sight. And it came to pass, when the evil ruach from Elohim was upon Saul, that David took a harp and played it with his hand. So Saul was what? Refreshed. Here you go, y'all. Here's that work that's what? Revealed in his hand. He got the rod on him out. It's being revealed right here. And was well. And the evil ruach departed from him. That's powerful. The evil ruach that the Yahuwah put on him, David had an authority to take it off of him. That's wild, man. That's why you got to wait on the shepherd. Some things won't happen until Yahuwah raise up his shepherd. Did you catch that? Yahuwah sent an evil ruach on him, and then he sent that. He sent the shepherd to take it off of him. It had to be evidence. Now Shaul knows that I'm your Elohim and you're my people. This is what has to happen with us. Same stuff. Yahuwah's going to prove that we are his people. That beautiful singing and stuff. Your oppressor could have came through the door and had to sit down on that. He might have came in for war, but he would have left out in with peace. And praise and worship. Hallelujah. 1 Samuel chapter 17. Now we know this is when David fights Goliath. I'm going to touch on multiple parts of it to get on through it, right? For verse 1, because we know he sung about this in his song, how he took care of, how the Philistine spoke of his idols. So this is what David was talking about. Because we have to remember the memories of our serpent, the serpent that came up against us, who took us for naught. But they're gone today. Yahuwah has taken care of them. Hallelujah. Do you know that's what we're singing about? Hallelujah. That's what you're dancing about. Hallelujah. Say it again. Light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. That's why he was bringing out. He was bringing out. He says, lions came upon the flock. And Yahuwah gave me the strength to rip them apart. And then a Philistine came up too with his idols, provoking me. And the Most High allowed me to destroy him and cut his head off. You got to sing a song about that, right? 1 Samuel 17. Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle and were gathered together at Soka, which belongs to Yehudah. They're on Yehudah's territory. And pitched between Soka and Asqua in Epic Damian. And Shaul and the men of Yasharel were gathered together and pitched by the valley of Elah, and set the battle in array against the Philistines. And the Philistines stood on a mountain on the one side, and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side. And there was a valley between them. It's a gulf, y'all. It's a gulf between them. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines, named who? Goliath of Gath. That's that guy right there that David was singing about, right? Whose height was 6 cubits in a span. And he had a helmet of brass upon his head. And he was armed with a coat of mail. And the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass. It seems like he has on the full body armor, but he don't. And the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam. And his spear's head weighed 600 shekels of iron, and one bearing a shield went before him. And he stood and cried unto the armies of Yasharel and said unto them, why are you come out to set your battle in array? Am not I a Philistine, and you servants to Shaul? See what he's doing here? Choose you a man for you. Yahuwah already chose one. Yahuwah got one, y'all. And let him come down to me. And if he be able to fight with me and to kill me, then will we be your servants. but I will prevail against him and kill him. Then shall ye be our servants and serve us. Do y'all see this? This is what's going on right now. It says all the nations shall serve us, right? But we have to be able to stand in an hour such as this. What the Philistines and the Israelites doing, it's a gulf between us already. We got to know that. It says it's a valley, but it has to be a war. But the war is not by hands. We're not fighting a physical enemy. This is what David understood. David understood that the war was not a physical war. It was the spiritual war, right? Yes, sir. Principalities and powers. The Philistines had a principality, Dagon, of different gods that they worshiped, that they felt like gave them strength and power and residence over nations. So this is what David is coming up against. So Yahuwah has immersed him in anointing oil. We have to be immersed in the oil for the war. That's why Yahusha said we must be wiser than serpents, but harmless as a dove. This is how we go to war. Watch this. When Shaul and all of Israel heard those words of the Philistines, they were dismayed. They're afraid, y'all. And greatly afraid. Greatly afraid. That's why you must have a shepherd whose work has been revealed. Right now, they have to have a shepherd that go before them because they're afraid. Now, David was the son of Ephraim, of Bethlehem, Yehudah, whose name was Jesse. Here you go again, y'all. And he had 8 sons. And the man went among men for an old man in the days of Saul. And the 3 elder sons of Jesse went and followed Shaul to the battle. And the names of the 3 sons that went to the battle were Eliab, the firstborn, and next unto him Abinadab, and the third Shammah. Now we can understand why Yahuwah chose David. Because here's David's brothers amongst this war, but they can't win. They won't be the one to bring in the flock. But they're here. You see them? They call the names. Verse 14, and David was the youngest, and the 3 elders followed Shaul. They followed behind Shaul, but Shaul has been rejected. But David went and returned from Shaul to feed his father's sheep at the house of bread. And the Philistine drew near morning and evening and presented himself 40 days. So when this war is going on, David is still on the straight and narrow. That's what we got to be. When we hear wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, rejoice for your what? Redemption is nigh. David is still keeping the flock. They out there in the middle of the war. Don't know what to do. Afraid. He stands steadfast to the work. Verse 17. And Jesse said unto David his son, take now for your brethren an ephah of this parched grain and these 10 loaves, and run to the camp to your brethren, and carry these 10 cheeses unto the captain of their 1,000, and look how your brethren fare, and take their pledge. See how they're faring in the midst of what? The war. Now Saul and they and all the men of Israel were in the valley of Elah fighting with the Philistines. And David rose up early in the morning and left the sheep with a keeper. But you got to realize he trusts this. He trusted this person, right? He can't leave it with anybody. You can't leave the flock with it.
That's good.
And took and went as Jesse had commanded him, and he came to the trench as the host was going forth to the fight, and shouted for the battle. Do y'all see this? This brother is taking care of the flock, and these men are at war. Look what he does when he show up. Hallelujah. For Israel and the Philistines had put the battle in array, army against army. It's on. And David left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage, and ran into the army, and came and saluted his brethren. And as he talked with them, behold, there came up the champion, the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, out of the armies of the Philistines, and spoke according to the same words. And David heard them. And all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him and were afraid. And the men of Israel said, have you seen this man that is come up? Surely to defy Israel is he come up. And it shall be that the man who kills him, the king will enrich him with great riches and will give him his daughter and make his father's house free in Israel. Man, this is a heck of a war right here. And David spoke to the men that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that kills the Philistine and takes away the what? The reproach from Israel. That's what it's about, y'all. Take away the reproach. Take away the shame. It's shame to be afraid. The fearful will not enter the kingdom of heaven. No cowards. A coward means when you're sore afraid. That you're scared to come out your house. That's a reproach. This is where we at. We have to rise up. Rise up. Kwam Yasharala. This is what David is saying. Watch what he does. Look, he said, David spoke to the man and said, what shall be done to the man that kills this Philistine and take away the reproach of Israel? For who is the circumcised Philistine? He's uncircumcised. He has nothing on us. He has a heart and heart. He don't even know Elohim. He don't even know all power. That he should defy the orders of the living Elohim. Got them cowardly. And the people answer him after this manner, saying, so shall it be done to the man that kills him. Look at his brother. And Elam, his eldest brother, heard when he spoke unto the men. And Elam's anger was kindled against David. People are angry whenever you stand up with confidence for the Most High God. They think you crazy. That's why Yahuwah didn't choose these men. Yahuwah knows the heart of man. He knows that they weren't ready for the war. Why came you down hither? And with whom have you left those few sheep in the wilderness? Who have you left the flock with? What you doing out here? Didn't you supposed to be keeping the fleet for dad? Little do they know, daddy sent him to look over them. He remembered Samuel immersed him in the oil. He knew that they were in trouble in the midst of war, that they didn't know what to do, that they were fearful and cowardly.
Come on, that's right.
Look what David said. And David said, what have I now done? Is there not a cause? Is there not a cause that I should be here? Israel is under reproach. Yes. That's why he's raising us up in this hour. Should we not be here?
Come on now. Come on with it.
Should we not raise up and speak the Basora in a day like day? Should we be afraid?
Absolutely not.
But if Yahuwah is with us, who can be against us? This is what David is saying. He said, so what? Am I wrong for being there? I've been sent. I'm not coming on my own. My father sent me. Verse 30. And he turned from him toward another and spoke after the same manner. And the people answered him again after the former manner. And when the words were heard which David spoke, they rehearsed them before Saul. And he sent for him. So they done told Saul. They said, David, like he can take care of this. David, like he can take away our reproach. And David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Your servant will go and fight with the Philistine. And Shaul said to David, you are not able to go against the Philistine and fight with him. For you are but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. And David said unto Shaul, your servant kept his father's. There you go, y'all. Your servant what? Your servant did what? See, what we have to understand, a shepherd was a descendant of his father. It was a family thing. You just don't go around and get the shepherd. It was passed down. It's a family business. That's why he says, I kept my father's sheep. That's why Moses kept his father-in-law sheep. You got to be something like in the family. You got to be, we got to know your rap sheep. Because these sheep are very tender. Huh? So this is why he said, I kept his father's sheep. And there came what? A lion. When they saw 151, y'all. There came a what? A lion and a bear and took a lamb out of the flock. Y'all remember this verse? When one goes astray, Yahuwah will be more concerned about the one than the 90. Look what he said. He said, I went out after him. He's breaking it down. He said, man, I've been doing this. I've been doing this since my youth. I went after him and I smote him and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his what? By his beard. And smote him and slew him. So you got to, going back to Moses. Moses dealt with a serpent. Yahuwah, he had a rod and turned to a serpent. See, it's got to be revealed. It has been revealed that Yahuwah was with him. He said, man, Yahuwah been doing this since my youth. I realize that now. Come on with this Philistine. Come on in America. So-called captivity. Hold up now. I think I know where I'm at. Verse 36. Your servant slew both the lion and the bear. And the uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them. Because he know he didn't do it on his own. Seeing he has defied the armies of the living Elohim, something's got to be done. We can't be walking around with reproach on us, y'all. We can't live like that. We will not enter into peace. That's what it means, enter the kingdom of heaven. A cow would never have peace. Right? Fear, no rest, right? Then he goes on and says what? He says, David said, moreover, Yahuwah that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Saul said unto David, and Yahuwah be with you. So that means whatever David said right there, he convinced that guy. Go ahead, man. Verse 38. And Shaul, he couldn't stop him, right? He said, go ahead and take care of that. You got to remember now. You got to remember that he told Samuel that go ahead and anoint us. Because it was going to come, because he was what? He was going to turn cowardly. That's why we got to endure to the end. In the middle of this race, y'all, we cannot turn cowardly. A lot of stuff going on right now. Don't let it make you turn cowardly. With the sex trafficking and babies missing. Don't let it turn you into a coward. This is the act of the serpent. That's why Yahusha said, woe unto the faint-hearted. Of many men's hearts shall fail by the things that they see. That's why he says this. Matthew 24. You're going to see a lot of things. Whenever you come to Yahuwah, prepare your heart for testing. That's in the book of Sirach. Prepare your heart for it. It's going to prove you all the way up to the end. All the way. No, that's that. Psalm 77. Because these things must happen. What we're seeing going on, it must happen. Because it's a redemption inside of it. And I know it's not our thoughts. It's like, but his thoughts are not our thoughts. Yahuwah has a purpose because he wants the world to know that I'm your Elohim and you're my people. Because out of all this, you're going to be spared. Ain't that mighty? Won't you believe then? When all this stuff's here, and you still come out, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. You ready to bear a lion? You still talking about hallelujah? You still talking about bring the Philistine on? You gotta be crazy. Go ahead. What does Saul say? Go ahead. Go ahead, man. I can't stop you. You got that power? You got that power? 19 and 20. Psalm 77, verse 19 and 20. Hallelujah. Psalm 77, 19 and 20. Look, it says, your way is in the sea, and your path in the great waters, and your footsteps are not known. You led your people like a flock by the hand of Moshe and Aaron. That's what he did. We read that, right? Psalm 78, verse 70 and 72. Now we give him the most high glory for all the things he has done, right? Psalm 78, verse 70 to 72. He chose David, also his servant, and took him from where? The sheepfolds. From following the ewes, that's a lamb, great with young, a pregnant lamb. He took him from there. Because we just said that David left him with his keeper, didn't he? He took him out of there with the young and brought him to feed Yaakov his people and Israel his inheritance. Took him out of there, right? So he fed them according to the integrity of his heart. David's heart, y'all. And guided them by the skillfulness of his what? Yeah. He revealed it through his hands. Skill, cunning, play a harp, right? Guitar, clap, right? Skills. Hallelujah. Jeremiah 23. So now we done dealt with the shepherd. So let's see what Jeremiah speaks concerning the shepherds or the pastors who don't understand what we just talked about. Because we got them out here. We see them, y'all, right? Look what he said. He said, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. Uh-oh. Somebody said, I didn't know you were going there. Therefore, thus saith Yahuwah of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. You have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. David said he left and went and got it out of his mouth. He wouldn't visit. Behold, I will visit upon you your evil of your doing, said Yahuwah. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries. That's what we're doing now, y'all. Whether I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their what? To their folds. Right down in this cul-de-sac, right? And they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more. Nor be dismayed, neither shall they be what? Lacking, says Yahuwah, because we know the shepherd has to provide, right? Behold, the days come, says Yahuwah, that I will what? Raise unto David. Here you go again. A righteous branch. See, we're going to start doing Hamashiach Yahushua now. Look where we're finna go. And a king shall reign and prosper and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. That's what we got to do, y'all. Yahuwah's going to bring judgment and justice through his shepherd in the flock. Justice. Justice must be served. In his days, Yehudah shall be what? Saved. And Yasharel shall dwell safely, and this is his name whereby he shall be called. Yahuwah Zelakadu. Hallelujah. He was going to praise his name. It's the Yahuwah righteousness. That's what it's saying. He had did right concerning his flock. That's what we're going to say. Who can say that now? Yahuwah has been good. I said, in that day, that's what you're going to start saying. You've been good to me. Hallelujah. Therefore, behold, the days come, said Yahuwah, that they shall no more say Yahuwah lives, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. So we gonna know him, right? But Yahuwah lives, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all the countries whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. Come on, y'all. I'm telling you that, let's come together. My heart within me is broken because of the prophets. All my bones shake. I am like a drunken man, and like a man whom wine has overcome, because of Yahuwah, because of the great thing he's doing. This stuff make you drunk. When you see how this thing coming to pass, how Yahuwah is strategically doing this. Jeremiah said, I'm drunk because of this stuff. And like a man who has wine is overcome because Yahuwah and because of the words of his holiness. When you read this word and it comes alive in you, it makes you drunk. not drunk as you suppose. It's too early in the daytime, right? Look what it said. For the land is full of breakers of wedlock. See, they don't see what we see. So they what? They'll continue on in their foolishness. Because you remember, he made a separation between what? The house of Israel and the house of what? Egypt. They went in darkness, left them in their sin. For because of swearing the land mourns, the pleasant places of the wilderness are dried up, and their course is evil. We see this, y'all. And their force is not right. For both prophet and priest are profane. Yea, in my house have I found their wickedness, saith Yahweh. Wherefore their ways shall be unto them as slippery ways in the darkness. They shall be driven on and fall therein. For I will bring evil upon them, even the year of their visitation, says Yahweh. And I have seen folly in the prophets of Samaria. That's northern. They prophesied in Baal and caused my people Yasharel to err. See? They're not good shepherds. I have seen also the prophets of Jerusalem, a horrible thing. They break wedlock and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of evildoers, that none returns from his wickedness. To the sheep. Can't no sheep come back. If this thing keep going on like this, they are all of them unto me as Sodom and inhabitants thereof of Gomorrah. That's why the shepherds must be raised up. That's how bad it got, y'all. It got bad like that again. That's why Yahweh is doing a great work. And that's why it's so holy. Huh? It did it in the day of Jeremiah. He does it in every generation. Therefore, thus said Yahweh of hosts concerning the prophet, behold, I will feed them with what? Wormwood, poison, and make them drink the water of gall, bitter. That's what we saw in Saul. He became bitter. And everybody behold it. See? He couldn't yada Yahuwah. He couldn't praise Yahuwah. He had to wait on somebody to praise him for him. Can't do that, man. Yahuwah too holy. Look what he said. He says what? And make them drink. And then he said, for the prophets of Jerusalem is profane is gone forth into all the land, the whole earth, y'all. Thus says Yahuwah of armies, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of Yahuwah. They say still unto them that despise me, Yahuwah has said, ye shall have peace. And you ain't doing no commandments or nothing. Tell me everything will be all right after a while. And they say unto everyone that walks after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon you. You got to raise up some shepherds, y'all. For who has stood in the counsel of Yahuwah, who has perceived and heard his word? Then he need to come on in. Have you heard? Because we got to stop all this foolishness. Who has really heard from Yahuwah? Come on out. Come on out from the backside of the mouth. Who has marked his word and heard it? Who's written this stuff down? We need you. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah out here. So if you heard the word and you have, write it down and read it, because it won't tarry. Behold, a whirlwind of Yahuwah has gone forth in fury. We see it, y'all. Even a grievous whirlwind all over the world. It shall fall grievous upon the head of the wicked. But look at this. The anger of Yahuwah shall not return. It ain't going to stop. Y'all ain't saw nothing yet. Sodom and Gomorrah. He's judging it. We see sex trafficking. Why you think? Because it's Sodom and Gomorrah out here. That's why we see this. That's why it's so fluid. Ain't nothing going to be hidden. You don't put a lamp on a lampstand. But don't let your heart become faint about it. Because Yahweh ain't going to hide nothing. Everything going to be clear. Joshua said 20/20 vision. That's what he said. He's been preaching that lately. Everything will be clear. Who shall stand in that day? Only the shepherd. Only a good shepherd. Only a good shepherd who's been taking care of his father's sheep. You better be taking care of something. If you're a husband, take care of your house. Huh? If you're children, take care of your chores. Be taking care of something. So when Yahuwah call you, he's going to call you out of that. But you first care of another man's things first. That's right. Before Yahweh put something in your hand. That's what David was doing. He was taking care of another man's sheep. Then Yahweh gave him some. So we're going to find out who can take care of something. Who has been a good steward of what Yahweh has given him. Then if he's going to begin to what? Hear a word. He's going to begin to write it down. Right? He's going to begin to have a vision on the backside of a mountain because somebody's crying. And Yahuwah's going to come down. He's going to speak to you like he spoke to Moses, like he spoke to Samuel concerning David. Right. Jeremiah 23. Look at this whirlwind, y'all. The anger of Yahweh shall not return until he what? Have executed until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days you shall what? You're going to consider this. You're going to believe this. You're going to pause and reflect. That's what he's saying. In the latter days, you're going to consider what we've been teaching right here. You're going to try to figure this out, man. What's going on? When you turn on TV, look on Facebook, and it's out there. Kid missing every day. You're going to start considering this. That the Most High anger has gone forth throughout all the earth. And you better hope it don't come on your head. That's how real it is, I am. That they may know that I'm Yahuwah and you're my people. That's what it's about, y'all. If y'all didn't know, I'm going to tell you, it's about that. You need to know. He needs you to know who he is. You need to know who his people is. Who the shepherds in the flock is. Because they've been crying. He's came down. And I am Elohim, what? Look what he said. He said, in the last days you're going to what? You're going to consider it perfectly. It's going to be perfect. Because why? It's going to be in righteousness, y'all. It's perfect. And I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. So you're going to know who they are. That's what he's talking about. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my word, getting back to his flock, then they should have turned them from their evil way and from the evil of their doings. And I, Elohim, at hand, says Yahuwah, and not the Elohim afar off. See, he want to let you know I'm close. He came down. He's in the midst of us. That's why we can see all these destructions and this judgment, because he done came down. What did he say in Solomon in the morning? He said, I've heard something. I got to come down. There's something going on down here. I got to come down and check on who? Lot. There's somebody doing something out here. And then we're going to know, then what? We're going to know perfectly that he's came down. See? Then what? He said, can any hide himself in secret places that I should not see him? Y'all. Says Yahuwah, do not I feel the heavens and the earth? You filling it up. Says Yahuwah, I have heard what the prophet said. That prophesied lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed. I have dreamed. What time have you been dreaming? Now how long shall this be in the heart of the prophet that prophesy lies? See, it's a big thing. So he's coming and to deal with a lot of old school pastors who've been prophesying. Yeah, every Sunday and stuff. To a bunch of people, man. That's why I was glad to see my email come in. Come on now. See, I had grandmama too. She in there every Sunday. Men prophesy like you got handkerchiefs and stuff, all that stuff playing around. Huh? Had the front messed up. They were thirsty in the wilderness. I was a young boy. I had to sit there and listen to it. But I realized I was on the backside of the mountain. Y'all don't hear this, man. Yo. He needs people to really know who he is because they've been lying on him. Like everything gonna be all right after a while. There's gonna be some destruction in the earth. Because I'm coming down. But my flock is gonna be in the cul-de-sac. Pray. From their own heart. They have not heard from him. He ain't came down to deal with him. He had not anointed them like he did David. He ain't spoke to him like he spoke to Moshe. Speak their own words. Verse 27. Which think to cause my people to forget my name. That's what it's about. Their dreams which they tear every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal.
Come on.
It's serious, y'all. The prophet that has a dream, let him tell a dream. Tell it then. And see.
Yes, sir.
You know what you're talking about. Play around right now. Say the wrong thing you want to.
Yes, sir.
If you don't heard from y'all, tell it then.
Come on now.
Because whenever I speak to you in the dark, you're going to have to tell on the rooftop.
That's right. That's right.
And he that has my word, let him speak my word faithfully. Don't you be scared. Come on. Come on. You think you done heard from me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the shaft to the wheat? Says Yahuwah. Is not my word like as a fire? Says Yahuwah. If you don't heard from me, you ain't going to be able to hold it back.
Come on.
Know what Jeremiah said? Jeremiah said like fire in my bone. Is not my word like as a fire, said Yahuwah, and like a hammer that breaks the rock in pieces? That's what you're seeing.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, behold, I am against the prophet, said Yahuwah, that steal my words, everyone from his neighbor. Behold, I'm against the prophet, said Yahuwah, that use their tongue and say he says. Behold, I'm against them that prophesy false dreams, said Yahuwah, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies, and by their likeness, yet I sent them not, nor commanded them. Therefore, they shall not profit this people at all. And when the people or the prophet or the priest shall ask you, saying, what is the burden of Yahweh? What's the word of Yahweh?
Yes,
You shall then say unto him, what burden? I will even forsake you, says Yahweh. And as for the prophet and the priest and the people that shall say the burden of Yahweh, I will even punish that man in his house. Thus shall you say, everyone to his neighbor and everyone to his brother. What has Yahweh answered? Have you heard back from him? And what has Yahweh spoken? And the burden of Yahweh shall you mention no more. For every man's word shall be his burden. For you have perverted the words of the living Elohim. And Yahweh is over our Elohim. Thus shall you say to the prophet, what has Yahweh answered you? And what has Yahweh spoken? But since you say the burden of Yahweh, therefore this said Yahweh, because you say that this word, the burden of Yahweh, and I have sent unto you, saying, you should not say the burden of Yahweh. Therefore, behold, I will utterly forget you. That's what he did to Saul. He forgot him. And then when that happened, you got to leave him alone. He told Samuel, why are you sitting here? I ain't dealing with him no more. You've been prophesying falsely in my name. Now he can't even praise no more. Looking for somebody to sing to him. I'm telling you, man. But he ain't taking part of the praise. He can't identify no more. His heart's been revealed. Okay? His heart been revealed. But since you say the burden of Yahweh, therefore said Yahweh, because you say this word, the burden of Yahweh, and I have sent unto you, saying you shall not say the burden of Yahweh. Therefore, behold, I will utterly forget you, and I will forsake you, and the city that I gave you and your fathers, and cast you out of my presence. That's weeping the national teeth, y'all. And I will bring an everlasting what? Reproach, shame, fear upon you in a perpetual shame, which shall not be forgotten. That's why we're talking about this stuff even unto this day. It won't be forgotten. It is not the hour to play around, y'all. Because we see it, y'all, certain times of the year, we coming around. People traveling. And we getting to know each other. And we need to see you praising every time. If not, I need to talk to you. What's going on with you? Before we become like Saul and can't praise no more. See, we all one now. We're part of a flock, y'all. We're hugging on each other. We're loving on one another. We're talking, praising together. We want to be perpetually doing this. Not going away. Can't find you. Let a bear or some kind of coyote get you out there. That's what David said. David said a coyote got it, and we'll have to come and why people's hearts are waxing cold. By the things that they, that's why it's waxing cold. Because they don't understand it. They don't understand what's going on. They don't understand that Yahweh came down. So therefore they become bitter. Because why? Somebody prophesied lies to them. They said it wouldn't happen. They said everything's going to be okay. They say peace, peace, peace.
All right.
Then suddenly what?
That's right. That's right.
It's going to make you bitter.
It's all right.
This is what Yahweh said. Somebody been lying to the flock.
Yes.
I'm getting ready to tear this place up behind that.
Yes, sir.
Then the flock's going to know, because I'm going to raise up some shepherds at that time. They're going to tell the people the truth. They're going to tell the truth what is going on. Zechariah 13. Zechariah 13. Hallelujah. Zechariah 13. Zechariah 13 verse 1 through 9. Now remember the false prophets. So Zechariah is going to deal with them too. Watch this. I know y'all heard this before, but we're going to bring it on out. Zechariah 13 verse 1 through 9. Look what it says. In that day, there should be a fountain open to the house of who? And to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. For a sin and for a cleanness. It's open, y'all. My brother, I told you he got immersed last week. Because why? The fountain's open. See, when all this stuff is going on, it's redemption in the midst too.
Yes, sir.
If you need to repent, it's open. The heaven's been open. See, when you see destruction in the earth, the heaven's open at the same time.
Hallelujah. Come on with it.
But you got to find them.
That's right.
I told you in the cul-de-sac.
Here come to you.
He'll come to you too.
That's right.
Because he said he'd come down. Come down. Right? So look, so it's open for what? Sin and uncleanness. It's time for what? To repent. The kingdom is it. Verse 2. And it shall come to pass in that day, says Yahuwah of hosts, that I will what? Cut off the names of the idols out of the land. Everybody gonna know who I am. You're gonna cut off Baal. And they shall no more be remembered. And also I will call the what? And the. And that's what David did. Didn't David go play a harp and get rid of an evil ruach? I wish I could play that. Hallelujah. People gonna start playing instruments, man, around this time. That's what they're talking about. It's gonna be a day that people gonna get cleaned up and they're gonna start playing flutes and stuff. Woo! In the assembly. And I hope you understand when it happens. Can you see and understand it? That's the problem. And it shall come to pass that when any shall yet prophesy to my false prophets, because we just read about that in Jeremiah, didn't we? Then his father's mother that begat him shall say unto him, you should not live. Because they don't even see it. But man, you better hush. It's some real shepherds on here. Because he said Yahuwah told Jeremiah, he said what? He's going to deal with a prophet in his house. Look, he said, you should not live, for you speak lies in the name of Yahuwah. And his father and his mother that beget him shall what? Thrust him through when he prophesied. Shut up. You know what you're talking about. Because why? It's going to be clear. A false prophet don't stand a chance today. I ain't know the way to talk about this stuff, man. It's clear. You're going to get stabbed through. Exile. You're not in Israel. You can be false prophet out in Israel. See? He's talking about in Israel. Come on, y'all. Because why? Because Baal, false idol worship, is getting uprooted out of here. Every time the kings came, what did they do first? They got rid of the altars of Baal. Broke them in pieces. And it shall come to pass that that day when the prophet shall be ashamed every one of his visions. We just read that in Jeremiah, didn't we? When he has prophesied, neither shall they wear a rough garment to deceive. You can't even trick nobody no more. You know, back in the day, you could dress up like a preacher. Man, I don't know what I'm talking about. do that no more. We know too much now, right? You can't even trick us no hallelujah. This is good, man. See, Yahuwah's holy now. We can see this stuff. Yahuwah's making his name great again. But he shall say, I am no prophet. I'm a husbandman. You can go back to work. You stop stealing from the people. See? For man taught me to keep cattle from my youth. Go back to the true shepherd. From my youth. What we read about in Egypt. From my youth. David, from my youth. We all shall be like David. We're going back to the most high power. You gotta repent. You gotta repent from that false prophecy. Go back to your youth. Come back to your first love. Remember the Torah of Moses. And one shall say unto him, what are these wounds in your hands? Then he shall answer, those that which I was wounded in the house of my friends. But look at it. Now here's the Mashiach. Watch this. Watch this. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd. This is the true one, y'all. We're going to deal with this. And against the man that is my fellow. That means the one that's close to me. Says Yahuwah Zalio, smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be. That's what happened to us. We're going to show you where that happened to the disciples too. And Mashiach said the same thing before his death. And I'll return my hand upon the little ones. I mean, I'm going to gather them. I'm going to come back and get them. I'm going to scatter them. Then I'm going to come back and put my hand on them. Because I need to what? Make my name great. This is about cleansing the earth of false prophets. That's what it's about, y'all. In that day, Yahuwah will be one. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, says Yahuwah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Come on. But the third shall be left therein. That's a remnant. It's always going to be a remnant. And I know it's rough when we see a lot of our people getting killed, but 2/3 must. This is how major it is to rid the earth of false and the worship of. Come on now. You can get taken out. You can get taken out. 2/3. A third left. And I will bring the third through the what? Fire. Woo. Don't think because you remain, you ain't going to go through the fire. You'll get proved too. That's how, man, this is amazing what Yahuwah is doing. It's so strategic. He said, and I will what? Take them through the fire and what? Refine them. As silver is refined in what? Try them. As what? Gold is tried. This is these precious vessels, y'all. And they shall what? And they shall hear them again. I'm going to have respect unto them again, like it was in Egypt, where they cried out to him. The Most High heard them and had what? Respect unto them again. And I will hear them and I will say, it is my people. It is my people. My flock. My people. I hear them again. I purged them. 2/3 have been wiped out. False prophets are getting taken out. They are even admitting now. Some of them admitting that they've been doing it.
They see it. That's why.
They see it. Some of them be saved. But all their work going to be what? Burned up. But their soul will be saved. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahuwah Elohim. Yahuwah Elohim. The great power. The true and living Elohim, right? So let's show. Let's get ready to wrap this up. Matthew 26. Hallelujah. All praise the Most High. Matthew 26, start with verse 24. Matthew 26, verse 24 through 31. Hallelujah. It says, the son of Adam goes as is written of him. But woe unto that man by whom the son of Adam is betrayed. So he said, I'm going before you. Like a what? Good shepherd. But woe unto the one that betrays me. It had been good for that man if he had not been born. Because why? The sheep about to get stabbed. Then Yehuda of Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Rabbi, is it I? He said unto him, you said it. Your heart been revealed. See? Heart been revealed. Your heart been revealed, right? And as they were eating, Yahusha took the bread and blessed it and broke it and gave it to the Talmidim, or the disciples, and said, take, eat, this is my body. Partake in this. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it. Drink all of this. For this is my blood of the renewed covenant, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. We just said that it's going to be open for what? Sin and uncleanness. The family of David, right? In that day, for the remission of sins. Then he says what? He says, but I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of the fruit of this vine until the day when I drink it anew with you in my Father's kingdom. And when they had sung a hymn, they went out into the Mount of Olives. Then said Yahushua unto them, all you shall be what? Offended because of me this night, for it is written, what we just read, I will smite the and the sheep of the flock shall be what? Abroad to the four corners of the earth. Matthew 12 and 30. So it's cleansing out the false prophets. So Zechariah was making a differential. He was cleansing out the false prophet, and then he's going to strike his true shepherd. Because he's pleased to do it. He was pleased to strike him, to smite the good shepherd, to bring forth this right here, what we're partaking in now. All this. Matthew 12 and 30. Matthew 12 and 30. He that is not with me is against me. And he that gathers not with me, false prophesy. Not a good shepherd. He that is against me, right? Or he that is not gathering, who don't understand what time we're living in, you're scattered. Right? But we know when the rod comes out, many are going to be scattered. Right? Because he said 2/3 are going to be what? Scattered and what? Die. Right? They're part of the what? Falsehood. Baal. Right? Hallelujah. Because we know that the word is for gathering and scattering. But he's basically saying, he that is not fully beside me, or who that is not close to me, is scattering. Right? Matthew 18, verse 10 through 14. Matthew 18, verse 10 through 14. Take heed that you despise not one of these little ones. Because we saw in Zechariah, he said he's going to what? Put his hand on the little ones, didn't he? Gather them back after striking the shepherd. For I say unto you that in heaven there what? Angels do behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. That's y'all. Little ones. Yahuwah is watching you. He's a good shepherd. He's an Elohim that sees. That's why Yahusha says, woe unto you if you mistreat these little ones. For they have Malachim that are watching over them. They guard them. Verse 11. For the son of Adam is come to save that which was lost. How think ye if a man have 100 sheep, get back to the shepherd, and one of them go, does he not leave the 99 like David? And go into the mountains and seek that which has gone astray? Even the natural man does that. So how much more than the Father of the spirits shall seek you out? Hallelujah. And if so be that he find it, amen, I say unto you, he rejoices, Yahuwah rejoices over you, more of that sheep than of the 99 which went not astray. Because we got scattered. Right? even so it is not the will of your Father, which is in heaven, that one of these little ones shall perish. Yahuwah knows where you are. Like David knew, like Moses knew, Yahuwah knows where you are. Hallelujah. Ezekiel 20. I'm running through these. Ezekiel 20, verse 33 through 38. Ezekiel 20, verse 33 through 38. As I live, says Yahuwah, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, will I rule over you. With fury poured out. That's what you're going to see first. Because you got to realize we've been scattered. And we've been amongst false prophets, Baal worship, and so on and so forth. So Yahuwah has to come back with a fury. Poured out all over the earth. With this, I'm going to rule over you. You'll be happy to let him rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered. You see the shepherd? With a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, with poured out fury. And I will bring you into the what? Wilderness of the people. And there will I plead with you face to face. Like I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness in the land of Israel. He provided for them, right? So will I plead with you, or provide for you, says Yahuwah, and I will cause you to what? Pass under the rod. That's a good shepherd. Pass under the rod. And I will bring you into the bud of the bud of the covenant. And I will what? Purge out from among you the and them that what? And I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah. He's got to do it. He's a shepherd. It's going to be a fury, y'all. He's going to do it in a great destruction, a great fury, and people are going to start paying attention, right? Every day. Exodus 34. Got two more. Exodus 34, verse 11. Exodus 34, verse 11. It says, Ezekiel 34, I'm sorry. So, Ezekiel 34, verse 11. Ezekiel 34, verse 11. For thus saith Yahuwah, behold, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out. I will what? Search my sheep. I'm going to search you. I'm going to search your heart. And I'm going to seek you out. As a shepherd seeks out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered. The same way. What we brought out from the beginning. He puts them on the rod as they come in the evening. And what? So will I seek out my sheep and will deliver them out of all the places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. When we went through our darkness, we went through the transatlantic slave trade and we went through just turmoil and our reproach, Yahuwah is going to bring us back from those places. It's going to be a great introspection. And I will bring them out from the people and will gather them from the countries and will bring them to their own land and feed them upon the mountains of Israel by the rivers and in all the inhabited places of the country. I will feed them in a good pasture, and upon the high mountains of Israel shall their fold be. There shall they lie in a good fold, and in a fat pasture they shall feed upon the mountains of Israel. I will feed my flock, and I will cause them to lie down. As David said, lie down in green pastures. Says Yahuwah, I will seek that which was, and bring again that which was, and will bind up that which was, and will strengthen that which was. but I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with, that's a false prophet. And as for you, O my flock, thus saith Yahuwah, behold, I will judge between what? Cattle and cattle. That's that rod. Between the what? Rams and the he goats. The wild beasts. The rebels. Does it seem a small thing unto you to have eaten up the good pasture? But ye must tread down with your feet the remnant of your pastors, and to have drunk of the deep waters? But ye must foul the remnant with your feet. Did you have to go do all this? And as for my flock, they eat that which ye have trod under your foot, and they drink that which you have fouled with your feet. Therefore thus saith Yahuwah unto them, behold, I will judge between the fat cattle and between the lean cattle. Because you have thrust with the side and with the shoulder and pushed all the disease with your horns till you have scattered them abroad. Therefore will I save my flock, and they shall be no more a prey. And I will judge between cattle and cattle. And I will set up one what? Shepherd over them. And he shall feed them. Even my servant Dawid. He shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd. And I, Yahuwah, will be their Elohim. And my servant David, a prince among them. I, Yahuwah, have spoken it. And I will cut with them a covenant of what? Shalom. And will cause the evil beasts to cease out of the land. And they shall dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep in the woods. We're in the woods now, right? Sleep in the woods. And I will make them in the places round about my hill of blessing. And I will cause the shower to come down in this season. There shall be showers of blessing. And the tree of the field shall yield her fruit, and the earth shall yield her increase, and they shall be safe in their land, and shall know that I am Yahuwah, when I have broken the bands of their yoke, and delivered them out of the hand of those that serve themselves of them, and they shall no more be a prey to the what? Heathen. Neither shall the beasts of the land devour them, but they shall dwell safely, and none shall make them afraid. None shall make them afraid. The least to the greatest shall be like David. You ain't going to be afraid of nothing. Because Yahuwah is going to be with you. And I will raise up for them a plant of renown, and they shall be no more consumed with hunger in the land, neither bear the shame of the heathen anymore. This shall they know that I, Yahuwah, am with them, and that they, even the house of Israel, are my people, says Yahuwah. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pastor, are men. That's what we want to see. That's who the flock is. The flock is men. The flock is men. Right? And I am your Elohim, says Yahuwah. Hallelujah. 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 I'm going to end this with 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 20. Hallelujah. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 20. Oh, second Peter. No, 1 Peter, I'm sorry. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 20 through 24. Hallelujah. Here it is. For what glory is it if when ye be buffeted by your faults, you shall take it patiently? But if when you do well and suffer for it, you take it patiently. This is acceptable with Yah. And we know we have been taking a lot of things patiently. For even hereunto were ye called. I want to let y'all know that. We was called for this. We was called for this treatment. Yahuwah chose us for this because he knows who we are. We are the apple of his eye. We are his shepherds in his flock. He's chosen us for this. We have been buffeted for our faults. But now, as we have came into that fountain that's been opened for sin and uncleanness, now we have to continue to wait patiently that Yahuwah strategically does his work. For even hereunto were ye called, because Mashiach also what? Suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps, who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth. This is who has went before us, y'all. This is the good shepherd who has went before us. Who, when he was reviled not again. This is who went before us, y'all. This is going to give us a mindset of what we have partook in. When he suffered, he threatened not. Like they try to put a rap out about the Hebrew Israelites now. That's not how a shepherd acts. He understands that he was chosen for this. He understood that. And we, the true branch, we understand it too. And we understand the reviling that's going on. But we would not revile back. These things must happen concerning us. We have to understand who we are. These things are not strange when they come out with different things and stipulations about us. Why? The serpent. We have to learn how to tame the serpent. Because the serpent is in our hands. If you don't know that, the serpent will get you. The serpent is in your hand. You control the serpent. Because the one that went before you trampled on the serpent's head. Right? And you are joint heirs to him. Right? Look. So he threatened not, and he committed himself to him that judges righteously. Right. He stayed close. Stay close. Stay close. Who his own self bore our sin in his own body on the tree, that we, being dead to sin, should live unto righteousness, by whose stripes ye were healed. Ye what? Ye were healed. The healing is in your hand. I'm trying to show you what's in your hand. We got to know who went before us, y'all. For ye were as sheep going astray. We got scattered. The shepherd was struck and the sheep was, and we've been going to worshiping. But are now returned. Hallelujah. Come on, Yahshua. Return unto the shepherd and overseer of your souls. That's what you have done now. So stay close. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.